I decided to come on because it's been a while, hasn't it? I'm sorry. I just cook the same boring stuff every day, so I'm like, I'll post some things that I like from other people, but it's not all the time it's going to be me or Nellie. Even though Nellie has an awesome... Hello, Marlene. How are you today? Love you. What are you cooking today, Marlene? You need to come on sometime and cook in your kitchen. I remember when you used to share your smoothie recipes. I love those. Well, today I am looking at veggies in my fridge, and I'm like, I gotta do something with these veggies before they go bad, right? So what do you do with your veggies before they go bad? And especially these, oh my gosh, especially these beets. These beets, these organic beets are so expensive. I spent $30 on just beets and cauliflower the other day. I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta grow some beets this year. I need to grow some beets. Yep, ASAP. I'm gonna put some beets in my garden. Definitely. And make sure you take the seeds out of your green peppers, because if you don't, it kind of gives it a little bit of a tart taste. Yep. So I make sure I get rid of my seeds in my pepper really good. I love to stuff these. Maybe I'll stuff them one of these days. Instead of ground beef, you know all those recipes I post that have meat and stuff in it? I replace the meat with either vegan, meat that's tastes just as good, or I do chickpeas combination, or I do lentils, or I do beans, or I do veggie burgers. You can even cut up veggie burgers if you're in a hurry to make your veggie burgers, which are it's not that hard. A veggie burger, you can pretty much put it all together and put a little bit of good oil in there. And you can mix anything you want, really. And to make a vegan egg, I've told you guys this before, you mix flaxseed with water and you let it sit a little bit. Well, it has to be not the real flaxseed. You gotta grind it, and then you mix it with water and you leave it out sitting for about 20 minutes, and it gets nice and like slimy, like an egg, and that holds your veggie burger together. But you can do that, and you can use that for stuffing. Instead of the recipes that call for ground beef, you make your own ground beef. Make veggie. Substitute. I like to think outside the box, so that's what I do. And hey, Marlene. Oh, Marlene's going to plan to share. Make sure you share it on my page on Nellie and Jeanette's Cooking. But, so I had these peppers in my fridge. So I'm going to chop them up really big here. Oh, before I do that, let me show you. This is a regular sweet potato, right? It's that color. These are my favorite sweet potatoes. They are purple. It's called Oriental sweet potato. And if you have a question if they are or not the ones, you can just kind of scratch it a little bit, just barely, to see. But oh my gosh, these are so much better. I didn't finish doing this one just so I can share with you guys the color. They have a purple skin and the inside is white. They also have the other ones that are purple inside. Those are the Hawaiian ones, which are even better, but they're so expensive. So if you happen to catch the purple ones on sale, try it. Let me tell you, you don't even need butter on them. You don't need anything on them. They're so delicious by themselves. Me, I have a sweet tooth. So what I like is I like to always put sweet, a little bit of sweet with my regular veggies. I either use sweet potatoes, or I use carrots or beets. You can also cook beets in your oven. You don't have to steam them. I normally steam them. You guys know my famous beet salad that I love so much. But you can also just do them in the oven. But you have to first peel them. When I steam them, I don't peel them because the peel has the vitamins. So then when you're done steaming them, the peel comes right off with a little bit of water. We got some cauliflower too. We got 2 different colors. We got green and we got white. I had broccoli in there too, but I'm like, that's just too much, Jeanette. That's just too much. I know I love my veggies, but that's just too much. I'm going to put you a little closer here so we can cut together as we talk. Oh, and Natalie's on. Hey, girlfriend. I can't wait to see you cook. Guys, I love Natalie. She's my teacher. She makes rosaries with me and with a bunch of us girls. And she is a chef. She's a chef to guess who? To the priests. Isn't that amazing? So I love her cooking tips, and I cannot wait till you post some cooking videos with us. So these I already washed, and the way I wash them is I wash them in water. I soak them a little bit of water, vinegar, and lemon juice, because that'll get rid of all the bad stuff in there, even though, oh, look at my hands, are so red from the beets. And I already pre-cut some sweet potatoes. I put in my giant bowl here. I'm going to put the beets now, the cauliflower in there now. And I am going to cut these babies up now. Let's cut them up. I like big pieces because when I put them in the oven and they cook, then later when they come out, they're nice big pieces. And then on the side, I'll have a little something else that's extra. Put those in the bowl. Let's put the bowl up here so you guys can see my giant veggie bowl. I went to the doctor's today, guys, and guess what? In 4 days, you're not going to believe this, because it's been forever since I've actually lost weight. I've tried everything. I went on Weight Watchers. I did everything you could imagine, but for some reason, my brain can't diet. It can't. It just can't. I like to eat what I like to eat. And if I like a little bit of sauce with it, or if I like a little bit of mayo with it, or if I like a little bit of something that's not on that list of whatever it is I'm doing, I don't care, because I'm eating veggies. I'm eating good stuff here. But the problem is, and I like to cut my onions big too, because when you're roasting these, it's so much yummier when you get a big chunk like this, because then it stays soft inside. Right, Natalie? So I'm going to put those a little bit big in there. As I was saying, I don't like to do the diet thing. I'm not a diet person, but I found the solution, to me anyway. The intermediate fasting. You know, it's the whole craze right now. But I started the intermediate fasting. Now we're going to cut these babies, which are my sweet potatoes. The way that my grandmother taught me how to cut the sweet potatoes, guys, is because for some reason she says that kind of when you put the oil around it a little bit, it kind of goes in the creases better and it toasts up better. So the way that she has me doing the sweet potatoes is, as you see, part of it is cut nice and smooth, but then the other part is rough, right? That rough part is the part that gets the yummy, crispy areas best. So this is how you do it. You go in halfway and then you pull out. You go in, you pull out, like that. And so part of it stays crunchy and part of it gets, see how some is smooth because I cut into it, but then I just kind of pulled it apart. So that's how I do it. Well, I don't know. It might be my head. You know, a lot of our stuff is in our head, but my grandmother, Abu, always taught me. Abu taught me how to do it like this. Mi abuelita querida de mi cielo, de mis ojos. I love her so much. She's the one that taught me how to cook. My mom never taught me. She would scoop me out of the kitchen. Jeanette, go play. Leave me alone. I'm cooking. But I want to see, Mom. No, go. Abu, she'd say, come here, Jeanette. Do this, do that. Yeah, this is how you do it, Jeanette. Write it down. So I'd sit there and I'd write everything down. I have so many books and books of her recipes that I wrote down when I was a little girl. So, what was I saying? Oh, the diet, guys. I started with eating 8 hours and fasting the rest. Then, now I'm at 20 hours. I actually just eat 4 hours in the day, but I eat anything I want. And you know what? Eating just 4 hours, whatever I want, which is mostly healthy because I like healthy things. I actually prefer to eat a peach over a cookie, even though it's more expensive. But, you know, you kind of watch what you eat. You know, you eat smart. Every now and then you might indulge in a little something bad, but most of the time you eat smart. And I went ahead and did it. And I could do it. And I got all this energy. Look at me. I get up at 5:36 in the morning and I'm cooking. I did my rosary. I did my live, and I went to the doctors. And guess what? In 4 days, I normally wouldn't share my weight, but you know what? I'm going to share it. Who cares, right? It's just weight. I'm tall though. Okay, guys, remember, I'm really tall. I'm like 5'11". 230 I used to weigh. That was last week. You know how much I weigh today? 212. I could not believe it. In 4 or 5 days. How many pounds is that, Junior? I can't add right now. From 30 to 12. How much is that? I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I did not even exercise. I did not get on my bike. But I have all this energy from not having food in my stomach. Is that weird or what? From not having food in my stomach, I have all this energy. I am allowed to drink tea, but I can't drink it with anything in it because we're letting our body fix itself, repair itself, replenish itself. Everything will bring down your cholesterol because, see, they gave me cholesterol meds, and I don't want to take them anymore. So when I lose all my weight, and guess what I'm drinking here? I'm drinking, this I drink every day, which is, I have it written down in here. It is warm water, 1 cup, half organic lemon juice from 1 organic lemon, half of it, half a lemon, and 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, and a pinch of cayenne pepper, just a pinch. And that gets your metabolism going. And look at me, I'm all hyper, and I'm off of caffeine. It's not the most delicious drink, but you get used to it. It grows on you, and it's better. And when you can't eat anything for 20 hours anyway, you're like, these we don't cut like that. These we cut all the way. Only the sweet potato we do that trick too. And these I'm going to leave them not too thick and not too thin because I kind of want them to cook evenly with the potatoes because I'm putting them together. And guys, have you ever opened up a beet that's not organic? And how yucky it is, and how coarse, and it has like veins in there, and it has all these colors, and I'm like, ew, this is organic, and sometimes they don't even have color. I like color. Look at that. If your beets are coloring you, that means they're good beets. They're expensive, but they're good. But I'm going to make myself a beet garden this year. Oh yes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Beets are my favorite vegetable. Love it. So are sweet potatoes. Those organic sweet potatoes, oh my, they're so good. So good. So good for you. So see, instead of having all that time thinking, oh, I'm going to cook, and then sitting down and watching TV while you're eating whatever you made, I got all this time to cook and prepare for 2 o'clock. Now at 2 o'clock, nobody call me, nothing, because I'm going to be eating like crazy for about 10-15 minutes. So, but see, if you do that, then it's like you're full. So you don't really, and I have a jacket on today. It's cold here in Florida. You're not really that hungry, so you get full right away. So you stop eating. And then you got to eat again before 6. So like around 5:45, you sit down to eat again, and you're not really that hungry to eat that much. And then your body gets used to it. That's the trick. Your body gets used to it, and then, oh my goodness. I'm hoping my guys eat veggies. That's my husband. My husband has a problem with his stomach. That's why he went too. This was my stomach doctor because I have IBS. So he actually told me that the fasting works good and bad depending on the person if you have IBS, because sometimes you got to keep your body constantly oh, look at my hand. You got to keep your body. Oh, I wonder if I use beef juice for my hair instead of using hair dye. Wonder what would happen. And then when I'm exercising, it'll really leak, right, guys? Anyway, look at this, guys. Isn't this a masterpiece of color? Oh my goodness. I kind of don't want to cook it because it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay. I love to use olive oil. Extra virgin. I get organic extra virgin olive oil. So what I do, so I don't have to put it so much oil in everything. I just put a nice coating of oil on the top. And I thought my bowl was big enough to do this, but it looks like I got more vegetables than I have a big bowl for. But that happens a lot. I always overestimate. I never measure anything. And this is what happens when you do that. You don't measure, you overestimate. You gotta come and cook with me sometime, Natalie. Maybe Thursdays. I know you're off on Thursdays if you're not busy and you're in the area. I know that, or anybody, guys, if you're in the area, let me know. You come over and we'll cook together. And we'll film it. And if you guys are camera shy, which you get over, you get over it. If you are, then we can just show your hands. We can just do this. See, like, here you go. Look, this is what I'm making, and whatever. A lot of people do that. I don't know if you noticed. But it's okay. Hey. But see, I get bored. I get bored with the same thing all the time. Okay, so this is nicely coated, and it's not too oily. You can feel that it's not too oily, but it does have a little bit. So now we are going to, I've been preheating my oven at 350, so that's ready to go. I got parchment paper and 4 of these giant pans. Now I get these pans at either Costco or Sam's. I love them. I use them for everything, guys. Parchment paper. I don't like to use foil, but you have to use foil to cover it for about 20 minutes so it kind of steams in there. Then I throw the foil out and I let it cook an extra 20 minutes in the 350 oven, or until it's tender, but it starts getting a little color, You might want to move the pans up and down so that you can get the colors, so that you can get some color on them. And even if you notice that you're not getting color, or you might have not put enough, oh, these look so good. I can't wait to eat them. I'm so hungry, but it's okay. I can wait. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. When you see that it doesn't have a lot of color, then what you need to do, guys, is you grab the Pam spray and go shh, or whatever spray you use, and just lightly spray the top, and instantly it'll start browning a little more, because sometimes you need a little bit more oil in there. I don't like to use a lot of oil. I don't. I'm more of a drier person, and I don't use salt either. I'll use pepper, but I don't really use salt. So put whatever seasoning you like on it, guys. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm going to do a couple of pans with my favorite seasoning, which is crushed red pepper flakes. I love it, but no one else likes it in the house, especially my mom. It's too hot for her, but I like a little spice. I don't know, she's Spanish and she doesn't like a little spice. I don't know, but then she's Argentine, so, that's a whole different story. They don't even eat tacos, which, how could we not eat tacos? Even though I like the fish tacos, I like the mahi tacos. But that's what I do. That's it, guys. You put them all in pans like that, and you cover it up. I don't like to use foil, but if anybody has any other tips, guys, let me know. It's not really under it, so I guess it's okay. And then I'll just take it off once it starts steaming a little bit, because we want to make sure they cook well, because they are thick and they are potatoes, and those take longer to cook. If you guys have a better tip, please share. If you have anything better than foil on top. I know underneath I use parchment paper, but on top, it is what it is, right? Okay, one in the oven. Now we get the other pan. I might fit them in 2 pans. Oh, that would be good. I got 3 pans. I got 4 pans ready. Just in case. I wish I had eggplants. I love eggplant in the oven. But maybe next time. And make sure they're not like overlapping, guys, because when you overlap, they don't cook as well. They don't cook as well. You can also, you know, if you like a little bit more flavor, guys, you might want to put a little, should I make 2 pans? No, I'll make just, should I make 2 pans with, I'm going to make 2 pans. Why not? I'll be the one eating them mostly anyway. I'll do 1 pan for with nothing. You can bread them. You can bread them, guys, if you want a little bit more texture to them. Because, you know, I know my kids, when they were little, they eat vegetables, yeah, but I'd have to bread and fry everything. I don't know about you guys. And I would hide the butternut in the tomato sauce because they love pasta. They go, Mom, why is my tomato sauce so thick? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Number 2. Let's cover it up. Cover up this baby. Stick it in the oven. And then I will come back on when they are ready and show you the finished product, which you guys know what veggie ovens look like, but, you know, why not? Because that's just what's done, right? That's just what's done. So I got these left over, which I am going to just stick them plain. Just stick them plain. So anyway, guys, I just thought I'd come on for a minute and say hi, because it's been a while. Tell you a little bit about what's going on. And hopefully invite you guys to get courageous and post something. Post your favorite dish you make. It could be anything, guys. As you've seen my videos, we're not strictly vegan. You know, I have half of my family eat meat. Half of my family don't, which is just me. But I do eat eggs and cheese sometimes, but not a lot. But any kind of a dish is so easy to be made meatless. It's so easy, guys, to make a dish meatless. So if you see dishes that are meat and you have somebody that likes meat in your family, you can go ahead and do that. This does not have the red pepper flakes because my mama dearest does not like hot food. Even the littlest bit of pepper, she will go, está muy picante, ¿qué le pusiste? I love you guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day today. Make something yummy. Enjoy your food. Chew a lot, okay? Our stomachs do not have teeth. And I got to remind that every time I'm eating, because I don't eat a lot all day long anymore. I only have 4 hours, so I'm like, but you got to chew well, chew well, chew well. Just so you can digest. It helps your digestion. That's what my digestion doctor said today. Jeanette, are you chewing your food? I'm kind of hungry. I'm fasting. And he's like, chew anyway. Chew, chew, chew. And lots of water. We need water. Just like plants need water, guys. If you don't put if you don't put water in your plants, what happens? They don't grow. They're sad and they're wilty. And that's us. We're wilty and sad. We need water. What would happen if you put Coke in a plant? What would happen if you put orange juice or juices in a plant? Even though juices are delicious and they're natural and they're good for us, they never, ever replace water. So make sure you drink your water, guys. Okay? I love you guys. See you soon. Bye-bye. Check out my veggies. They just came out of the oven. Oh, my goodness. And I don't think it's even 1 yet o'clock. I don't know what time it is. Let me see what time it is. It's 1 o'clock. That means I have 1 more hour till I can eat. So I got all this energy and I'm thinking, okay, when I eat at 2 o'clock, what am I going to eat with my veggies? Of course, I'm not going to eat all of those veggies. Even though right now I think I can. But I won't. I'll eat half a plate. I'll fill the whole plate, and then I'll eat half, and I'll say, I'm full. But what am I going to have with it? That's what I'm thinking. What am I going to have with it? Some hummus. And I have some leftover rice in the fridge for my burritos. I think yesterday or the day before when I made burritos. And the rice didn't get all eaten up, so I'm not going to throw it away. I am going to put a little hummus on it, but there's a problem with me. I don't like store-bought hummus. Do you guys like store-bought hummus? It has like a weird taste at the end that I don't know. I can't get into it. I just don't. Let me drain these chickpeas. Oop, I think I cut my finger. I use the organic hummus. I get it at, well, it's not hummus, it's chickpeas. I'm making hummus out of them. I put chickpeas in everything. Everything that calls for, and here we go, in the multiprocessor. Everything, guys, that calls for meat, I end up making my own concoction for it. All those recipes that ask for ground beef and meat, I throw hummus and a bunch of stuff in it, and there you go. I'm not even using a recipe, guys. Hummus, your basic ingredients for the classic hummus, unless you want to make specialty hummus. You can make, you can put cilantro, you can put a little bit of spice in there if you want a little kick. I think I'm going to do that. I like a kick. And I'm the only one that eats this stuff. So let me bring it out. Look at my crazy, I put recipes all over my all over my things. I have recipes stuck on there. Anyway, I'm going to put a little chili pepper on mine, a little red pepper flakes. So let's make some hummus, guys, for the veggies. So basically you can make 1 or 2, depending on how much you want, cans of chickpeas. I like my hummus fresh as possible, so I make it often, and I just throw it together. Today I have nothing else that I like to put in it. Normally I like to put some olives. I like to put cilantro. I like to put all this other stuff. I don't have anything. I have dill in my garden. I can maybe get some dill. But no, I'm going to make a classic today, which is just chickpeas, some tahini. I do not measure anything, guys. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can with you. I'm going to add maybe 2 teaspoons of tahini. And then later when it's done, if you need more, just put it in there. Put it in there. I don't know why you need tahini. I don't know why, but if you don't have it for some reason, and the tahini in the fridge lasts a good couple of years. This one expires. I got it last year and it expires 21. So believe me, you will use it. You will use it because you will want to make hummus sometime. Some black pepper, a little salt. I use the Himalayan salt, guys. Himalayan salt's the pink stuff, the good for you stuff. A little pinch of crushed red pepper that I put on everything because I like a little bit. And I like a little sweet kick, guys. I know this is weird, but just a touch of honey. I always do. A little bit. Did I do the olive oil already? Well, I'm gonna have extra olive oil. A little bit of paprika, Spanish paprika for color. A little tiny splash of cumin, just because I'm Spanish. And I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic. I don't have the fresh garlic, which is sad because I don't really like to use this garlic. I've had it in the fridge forever. I hope it's still good, but I'm just going to put a little pinch because I do like a little garlic in my hummus. A little bit of taste, garlic taste in my hummus. And I think that's it. Now, isn't that easy, guys? So let's cover. Oh, no, it's not it. Lemon. 1 lemon, guys. If you don't like a lot of the lemon acidic taste, then you can put half instead of a whole one. I put a whole one because I love lemons. I love lemons. So I'm going to put a whole lemon in there. And the lemon is not only good because it gives it a little bit of that bitter taste you need, but it's also preserves. Lemon is a natural preservative. So when you want to preserve your apples or anything at all that you know, and that's it, guys. And that's it. That's all the stuff in there. You stick it in your multiprocessor or your blender, whichever you have. This multiprocessor is so old. I got it when I got married. Sweetie, how long have we been married? 33 years?
Can't remember. So long ago, I forgot. Now, if at this point you see it's still kind of too hard for you, for your taste, you can add a little more olive oil or a little more. You can even add some water if you want, if you have too much hard stuff. But I think it is perfect. I cannot eat it. I cannot eat it yet. But it's perfect, guys. It's not 2 o'clock yet, so I am going to be good and wait till it's time to eat it. But you know what? I can taste it. It doesn't say nothing about cooks. How do cooks fast? Cooks got to taste their things, right? Let me taste this.
Oh, that's so good, guys. It's a taste. I shouldn't eat anymore. Oh, wait. Oh, that's so good. Yummy. So make some hummus. I'm going to have a couple of dabs of this on the side of my yummy veggies over here with some hummus. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. With my veggies and some leftover rice I have in the fridge. And that'll be my lunch. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.